Once upon a time, in a city that never slowed down, lived a man named Dr. Karan Mehta. He wasn't just any man. He was a renowned heart surgeon, known in every hospital, every medical journal, and in the thankful prayers of many he had saved. One morning, the sky was golden and clear. Dr. Mehta was rushing to the airport, his suitcase in one hand and a speech in the other. He had been invited to speak at a grand medical conference in another city. It was a moment of pride, something he had worked toward for years. But just as he reached the gate, dark clouds rolled in. A storm brewed without warning. Flights were delayed, and then canceled. Frustrated, he sighed. "I don't have time for this," he muttered. His mind raced with plans, perhaps a taxi to another airport, or maybe even a private flight. But nature was firm. The storm wasn't going anywhere. A kind airport staff member approached and said, "There's a small guest house nearby. You might be more comfortable waiting there." With no other choice, he agreed. The drive took him through winding country roads, far from the city's hum. The rain tapped gently on the car windows. Time, for once, slowed down. But just as they neared the guest house, the car's engine stuttered. The driver looked worried. "I'm sorry, sir. We may be stuck here for a while." They had broken down near a small village. No hotels, no restaurants. Just fields, trees, and a scattering of simple homes. Reluctantly, Dr. Mehta stepped out. His polished shoes sank into soft earth. His phone lost signal. The world he controlled so precisely had simply stopped. And then he heard a cry, not of distress, but of pain. From a nearby hut, voices called for help. Without hesitation, Dr. Mehta rushed in. A young boy lay on a cot, clutching his chest, gasping. His mother stood by helpless, tears in her eyes. "We've no hospital here," she whispered. "No equipment, no sterile lights. Just a humble setting and a child in need." Dr. Mehta knelt down. His hands, trained in the finest institutions, now reached for what little he had. With calm and care, he worked. Hours passed like moments. Finally, the boy breathed easy. The mother sobbed with gratitude. "You saved my son," she whispered. "We had no one. And then you came." Dr. Mehta sat back, exhausted. And for the first time in years, he smiled. Not for a conference, not for applause, but for a life saved in silence. The storm had stopped by morning. The mother looked at him with tear-filled eyes and said, "I had been praying to God for someone to save my son. I prayed for Dr. Karan Mehta, the only one who could treat him, and then you came." Dr. Mehta froze, shock crossing his face. He looked at her, his voice shaking. "My name is Dr. Mehta," he whispered. A tear escaped his eye as he stood there, unable to speak. How does the universe work like this? He thought to himself, overwhelmed by the sheer serendipity of it all. He returned to the airport, and yes, the conference had gone on without him. But something inside had shifted. He realized, "I spent my life chasing stages, but the real purpose found me in the quiet, in the storm I thought was in my way." We all plan our lives carefully, every step, every goal, every destination. But sometimes it's the unexpected detours, the delays, the storms, the broken down roads that lead us exactly where we're meant to be. So when life doesn't go your way, don't be too quick to call it a mistake. It might just be a blessing in disguise. Travel with purpose, pause with grace, and trust the storms. They may carry you home.